I went to the University of Central Florida and first met the Curley and Penn team at Intern Pursuit so many years ago. And then the summer uh, before I was actually starting my internship, I met Roger Pynn at an old restaurant that's no longer in Orlando, but called Pebbles. And I was working while I was in school at the takeout shop, and Roger had popped in and we started a conversation. He was asking me what I was studying, which at the time was PR and communications. And then when he handed me his card, I said, "Hey, I'm already working for you starting next month." So it's kind of a 6 degrees of separation. But that was my first uh, interaction with the team. I've always appreciated Curly and Pinn's approach to the profession of public relations and strategic communications, and really advocating and shaping the importance of the function in the role of the boardroom. And so when you think about business, you have legal, human resources, finance, strategy, and communications is equally, if not more important. Was thinking about our time together, which again, 20 years ago, right? Pre Blackberry, pre iPhone, pre smart devices. But that in person bonding as a team. And when you were producing client events, we had 3 a.m. wake up calls, where we were doing early morning live broadcast hits for clients. We were coordinating on site events, and we always wanted to have a coordinated Curly and Pin uniform. Dan Ward always was a fan of khakis and a polo, which I always think about. And then days of coming in on a Saturday morning because weren't tweeting or posting on digital platforms, but we had the good old fashioned fax machine, and we were blasting out media alerts to hundreds of newsrooms across the country early on in the career, reading the Bacon's media list, right? Just so different now with the way digital tools have changed advocacy and strategic communications. But those were just some fun times where you have your war stories with the team and bonding. And I always have fond memories thinking about that. Experiences at Curly and Pin was supporting Universal Orlando, and we would go in for major attraction openings or supporting their various marketing initiatives with the publicity aspect. And I just so enjoyed being able to be in the park. It's kind of the art of the win, right? Crafting a storyline, pitching it to reporters, reeling them in to attend the event, following it through with the headlines. I just really had such a fun time. And I think that's where I got the taste for the art of the win, let's say, as I've even moved on in my career. But some of fun memories being on campus or at the theme parks with the team. And so many experiences and lessons learned early on in my career at Curly and Penn that I've really taken with me. Before there were Blackberries or iPhones, we always had to have the newspaper read cover to cover before we stepped into the office in the morning. I realize that's a bit challenging now with the 24/7 churn of content online. But that was such a key part, even to this day, I still take with me of making sure now it's maybe doing a swipe of all the headlines before I get into the office. The work hard, play hard mentality. I've so appreciated Roger and Joe. Whether it's Joe and his love for hot rods, Roger's love of traveling, but really learning from the CNP team, where humans first and PR professionals second. Early and Pin has such a commitment and a core, at their core, the focus on relationships. And that's been something that I've taken with me when I first left the firm and went to work for Mayor Dyer, then moving on to the Obama administration, and even now as a mother, just the focus on relationships, both interpersonal, external, employees, family. That's just been something, that core commitment to relationships. It matters, and reputation matters. And I've really taken that with me over the last 20 years.